Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, it's showtime. Hi, guys. I'm back, but had a bit of a day, but all is well now. Knock on wood. Time for me to roll up my character. Let me double check on one thing. We want to move this. Yeah. All right. Fine. It's good. We're good. Everything's fine here. How are you? Double check. Grab that. Make sure all is well. All is well. I hope all is well with you. All right. Lens locked. Lens lock work? It looks like lens lock will work. We'll go with lens lock because we're going to be a warlock. Normal. I'm going to change realm. Do want season, but it's not season 2, is it? Is it season 3? Am I going to get bonked here? I don't know. Is it just a display error?
In the beginning.
Yes, there was. Hello to whomever has joined me. Did it just tell me my client was not up to date? I missed that. Bleep. But that would explain it. Alright, it's going to take me a sec here. Thing is, I patched late last night. You would have thought that patch would have been covering everything. I guess maybe they had another patch earlier today. Give me a second. I'm going to have to work some Steam magic. Update queued. How about you update for me then? Hi. I've had a day. Bit of a scare. I was contacted by one of my brother's health carers, and trying to get a hold of him. The phone just been ringing through. Not even going to voicemail. So, email eventually straightened it out from my end, at least. My brother is fine. Which is big thumbs up, as I was concerned. But now I'm fine. Which might be a slight exaggeration. Am I ever really fine? Really? Hard to say for sure. That's that. There we are. So it'll take a minute or two, or probably 2 minutes to update. And then we'll start. I promise. They announced yesterday, last Epoch team did, that they had sold 3 million copies of the game. Which presumably was part of the reason Craft Ton bought them. For a craft ton of money. We're patching, just so everyone knows. We are 40% done. My apologies for not getting this done before stream, but I was busy and didn't think about it before I started the stream, so now I feel shame. Yeah. I'm a bad streamer, obviously. 50%. I would have thought this would have been covered in last night's rather large patch, but maybe they had a second patch this morning. And the servers were down for, I think, 24 hours, so I don't know. I'm going to blame them. Couldn't possibly be my fault. One of my friends has played recently. He has played 2.2 hours since the launch of the league. Adolphe, if you're watching. Five of my friends have played previously. And three of my friends have it on their wish list. So it has been a stressful day for me. Hopefully, I will now be able to relax and enjoy game. I did get a nap in, which was weird because I'd only been awake for 2 hours and needed a nap. Not sure. I seem to be sleeping well, but it doesn't seem to stick. In that I then am also needing naps. So I don't know. My body's rebelling against something. Maybe my general abuse of it. Again, apologies for the patch. I can sing at you, although I shouldn't because why would I do that to you? I have 763.6 hours in the game, and it is one of my most played and streamed games as well. Twitch tracker has it as my 6th most streamed game at 138 hours. The very lucky, I believe, in China, 888 hours in Guild Wars 2. I have now. We're 76. It seems to have slowed down. Probably something you guys did. This will not be the most interesting start to a stream I've ever had. As I sit here and sip Coke and attempt to wake the bleep up. I decided on Warlock. My understanding is the most straightforward and possibly broken build is Void Knight Warpath, which is a spin to win build, and I enjoy spin to win builds. But my last two league starts have been Void Knights, Auto Bombers, which is very strong and entertaining, but I wanted to play something different. So, no Void Knighting. But because I'm an edgelord, the Warlock will be fine. This is a Witchfire Warlock build, dot build, eventually. Meant to load up the bad guys with fire. And what's the second? And damned. Damned if you do and damned if you don't. And when you get them up to a significant number of stacks of those, Witchfire. They burst into Witchfire, which is probably excruciating and also dries out your skin. 88. The exciting gameplay that awaits will no doubt cause viewers to rush to my channel. But so far, not so much because no gameplay that you could speak of. 93%. I screwed up. I should have double checked first, and I didn't. But it's saying it's almost done. 98. Come on, you can do it. 99. I have faith. Says play. Come on. Anytime now. There we go. It should show up. There we are. There we are. Play online. Even has the right season and everything. Dinosaurs. It's thinking about letting me play online. Should be fine. Connecting. I wasn't watching people playing much earlier, so I don't know if there's any. Been showing any problems with. Let's go ahead and swap that. Because we're going to be ripping blood. Ah, that's right. It's no longer a single target. I rip the very blood from their bodies. Fallen messenger.
Destroy us and steal Atera's legacy. We can't let that happen. Your
help. Staff. 5 spell damage. More damage, good. I hear good things about damage. And so we have begun another season. Big bear coming up. Missed me. We can now res skeletons. 3, I think, for starters. Yep. Gloves. Fire resistance. A little armor. Sure. Why not? Me and my boys. Possibly girls. I don't know. I know you can... skeletal remains, you can tell between a boy and a girl. Memory serves, it's the ilium or ischium. hip bones? Been a long time.
Your death has come.
Another level. Marrow shards.
When you arrived, was there a...
Yes, they're gone now. The conversation is really bad.
I wonder. Come, let me watch you fight.
One of my few complaints about the game. I believe we want to increase our smarts. We are smarter. Hi there, I'm Lens. I'm smarter than I was a minute ago. Marrow shards. Sharpened bones from your body. 9% of your current health. Hurt myself to hurt others? Yes, please. I'm rich! Ooh. A different, perhaps even better staff has dropped. Cast speed and chill on hit. Yeah, that's... gonna go out on a limb and say that's better. When they line up, I'll just go ahead and marrow shard them. Another level? Oh my goodness, look at that. Why am I clicking in the wrong place? I don't know. More smarterer. I believe we want to start with Rip Blood. Give me a second, and I do want to check. Make sure I'm getting things right-ish. Oh, where's the leveling? Yeah, just Rip Blood, basically. Just whatever floats my boat, so to speak. Rip Blood has a chance to create blood spatter on the target. Cast speed. Global spell damage on hit. When you directly cast, lose one enemy in additional spell damage. 6 seconds. Doubled for Rip Blood. Sure. Let's go with that. More spell damage seems good. Faster murder. We all just want to murder things faster, you know. He enraged at half health, and I didn't care. Don't know what the 2 and the shield means in the upper left, off the top of my teeny tiny head. Is this better? 17 armor versus 17 armor? It has forging potential, not that I would ever use it. I expect. Pardon me.
Almost there. I'll see you ahead.
Increased movement speed, always nice. And today, Lens goes to town. Okay, it's not really a town, it's a camp, but potato, potato.
Sounds like they're the keepers of a group. Even then, it's these now. Speaking of, I must head there now. Feel free to look around. I'll see you shortly.
Nice place you got here. I have so much gold. Just a quick check to see if there's anything, you know, particularly overpowered early that I might glom onto. Not really.
Right.
Ah! The store vendor. I currently have 450 of the store currency from when I pre-purchased back when it was in early access. Oh, they have the Cosmic Warpath. You see, now Warpath, I enjoy Warpath, but I chose not to play Warpath quite deliberately. Looks like new stuff. Pardon the yawn. Oh. It's totally not because I'm an old man. I promise. Alright, it's in part because I'm an old man.
Grail was just telling one of two. They're both us, both not you are. Even could you? They can sure do this. And our alliance.
Oh god, it's just terrible.
We'll lend our aid to heal Boreas.
One of my few complaints about the game, the conversation system is not optimal. How about we throw out a bunch of wandering spirits? What to my wandering spirits should appear? Something hit me fairly hard. That was not at all friendly, I would like to say. A little bit of armor and 1% increased movement speed. How could I possibly say no? I mean, I could just say no. That would be how I would say no. Stop spitting stuff at me from across the map. It's rude, uncivil, and untidy. Oh, we've got a shrine down here. Let's get that. All of my hits are now crits. I like big crits. Cannot lie. The fortress walls. too. Okay, I am smarter, even still yet more. Little necrotic resistance, never gonna hurt. Fire damage, health, or health regen, and fire damage. Fire damage didn't help because I'm not really doing fire damage yet. Flat health or regen? Probably regen. Which almost certainly means that that's the wrong choice, but hey, I'm sticking with it. I'm a man of decisive action, especially when I make mistakes. Don't want to leave anyone behind me. That would be tactically imprudent. Do we have an option? For changing the cursor, because I am losing the cursor like crazy. Not that I can see. And, of course, not being able to see is kind of the problem. Whoop, almost. Very nearly got me. This is arguably the toughest boss in the game. Ruby Amulet, I believe, give me some more health. Excellent. Don't think the sword is going to help. Sadly. Makes me sad. I am thoroughly sadified. Alright. Haste Shrine. Stay safe, my friend. Not that he's really my friend. I'm just being polite. I will continue my smartification. Increase spell damage. Currently, for instance, I do 53 damage per second. 59. It's not a lot. At all. Increase physical damage. Fizz? This is Fizz. So we were like 56 to 59, and this will make it 62. More damage I'm good. Damage multiplicative. Root Spirit and Blood Spatters. Base Fizz is converted to necrotic. Eventually, yes, we would want that. But not right now, I think. Cast speed does feel a bit slow. That barrel. It insulted me. We can't have that. No, can we? Something managed to kill one of my friends. Rude. The nerve to kill my friends. Who do they think they are? Oh, I mean, I was going to say they're the bad guys, but I'm not like exactly a good guy. I'm kind of trafficking with the powers of life and death itself, which is morally gray? And here he comes. Get rid of the forged soldiers. Our first shards. Increased fire damage, damage over time, cast speed. Definitely that one. Oh, maybe not definitely that one. That there, unless we've got something that's better. 5 spell, because this is 3 spell, but reduce mana cost, but the physical damage. A lot of int and cast speed, so yeah, we're going to go with that one. We'll do right now. Currently, 65 damage per second. $69 damage per second. Please feel free to pipe in with your own nice here. Damage and cost. More damage. Cost removal. Yeah, we like this. We like these numbers. They make us happy-ish. Nothing genuinely makes me deeply happy. A tired old man. Nod Knox, how the hell you doing? Nice to see you. Popping back into the channel. Granted, this is more a you time than most of my streams. It's possible that the sun... No, the sun's not up. Never mind. I hope all has been well with you and yours. 95% amazing. That's a ludicrous amazing percentage. I can't even imagine. But then, I am a very tough judge of those sorts of things. I set a very high bar for... You know, most of my days are eh. And they're not eh because it's bad. They're just eh because it's average. And everyone's average day is going to be kind of average. So amazing is pretty impressive. Not going to lie. Increased melee attack speed does nothing for me. But I'm glad to hear it. But like in most things in life, I am a harsh judge, so... For something to be amazing, it would have to be extraordinary for me. Remaining 5% consist of... You demolished your left foot. Couple of obvious questions. How and how bad? Demolished, even. Well, get him, guys. He's a bad man. Nobody knows what it's like to be the bad man. To be the sad man. Behind blue eyes. Hey! That hurt!
Note here, it isn't safe. We'll reconvene outside.
Another yellow sword. Why are they only yellows I'm getting swords? Come on, guys. You can do better. Boots any better? Int and health? I will take that. I am smarter and faster afoot.
That should hold them. First things first, we've reinforced our...
I do not know how you demolished your foot, or how badly, or how long it's going to last, but I do know that one of the most painful experiences a human being can have is smashing your toes in the middle of the night into like the bed frame or the corner of the door or something like that. The pain is just, okay, I'm tired, I'm sleepy, I need to take a leak. Off the charts. Airsoft in the Woods, a high-speed encounter with a pointy rock followed by checking if you indeed can bend all toes fully backwards. You can bend them all backwards. You might not be able to bend them back forwards again, but I feel safe in saying you can definitely bend them. You probably shouldn't, but you can. Airsoft in the Woods, I guess technically a combat injury. That's what I would tell people. Yeah. I was injured in battle. That does sound unpleasant. And that does sound like one of those things that could make you limp for a week or possibly even 2. Hopefully, nothing actually busted. That would suck. You can say you do now, and we'll stop walking funny in late December. Well, it's possible you always walked funny, but now you just walk funnier. On the other hand, if you gotta pick a body part to screw up, while a foot is something that is going to be a constant nuisance until it's no longer a nuisance, you could probably do a lot worse. Oh, all kinds of busted. You had to have been moving at a pretty good pace to actually break it. Like, the only way I could break any part of my body would require a fall. Because I don't think I could get enough forward motion to actually break anything else if gravity wasn't assisting me. But I gotta say, you know, still, granted that 5% sucks, if the other 95% is amazing, yeah, you're doing alright. Ooh. A pretty bone mask, which doesn't sound creepy at all. Armor and poison resistance. Sure. No, actually the one I've got is probably better. Yeah, it is. always thought airsoft sounded like fun, but it sounded like a lot of work for the fun. And I like fun, but I don't like doing too much work for my fun. Well, that might be good. Yeah, you had way too crappy boots for the chosen activity, so you mostly blame yourself. Had you been in good boots, you would not have injured your feet. Well, you might have injured it, but it wouldn't be, I'll be able to walk normal in December bad. Damage over time, melee lightning. That doesn't strike me as particularly impressive. Those are not helpful numbers for me. They're just not. My archive wand is crappy, but it's better than that. And even if you weren't in exactly the right kind of footwear, there's still an element of that that's just bad luck. It's the Northern Road.
I'm sure you have questions, but let me first check and make sure the Epoch's safe.
Yes, yes. We'll make sure the Epoch is safe. Of course, you're about to go for a ride. A nice bird ride. Get him? Oh, a second skill? No, another point available? No, I added a new skill. Ah, curse or... Yeah, we probably added just curse. All right. Bone curse. Bone. Boning. I'm an 8-year-old. Portal.
Terra's blessing. Prayers be with you.
I think we're going to sell every single thing in here. Oh. My riches are increasing vastly. I'm worth almost 1,700 gold. Has anything updated here to be worth stealing? I mean, buying? Probably not, but it is worth looking. That would be there. Minion damage. Regen and health. It's not bad. Spell damage, though. I mean, come on. Cast speed and health. That one cost only 72? Sold. Mana and chance to ignite. Instead of that is 141. I'm having no mana problems at present. Increased melee attack speed will do nothing for me.
Right.
What crafting materials do we have so far? Armor, mana, attunement, nothing particularly useful. Oh well. What's new in the latest season? I haven't gotten to any of the new mechanics. They revamped a bunch of skills, particularly acolyte skills. They've added Act 4. No, Act 10. Sorry, Act 4 is PoE 2. Chapter 10, which takes us back into the past to continue the storyline. And they've added a mechanic with primal beasts coming through sort of time rifts. And you kill them and you get body parts, and you basically put the body parts together to make future versions of it tougher and drop better loot. Datmods described it as being very similar to Metamorph League if you played that in PoE. I'm not sure I agree with that, but it does certainly have some of the same
That must be an Osprey's jet.
feeling mechanics.
We have to stay safe, stay alive, and bring Balthus back.
Well, I've maxed out my forbidden knowledge. I am way smart. You might wonder, Lens, how smart are you? I am 16 smart. Lots of quality of life stuff improved. I don't know if you're aware, they also got bought out a couple weeks back. Krafton bought them. Not optimal time, because Krafton is currently being somewhat controversial. With the ongoing drama with the guys working on Subnautica 2, where the execs that were fired are suing, and Krafton is suing now. I would like to hear, we haven't heard from anything, and heard anything from any of the employees at that studio yet. But if what Krafton is saying is correct about the 3 execs they fired, then they deserved firing. At least 2 of them did. Been away from gaming for so long, you're not following anything I just said. The guys who make this game, 11th Hour, they were bought for a chunk of change by Krafton. And Krafton is involved in a public pissing fight with the executives for the studio that made Subnautica, which they own. And both sides are like suing each other. And the claims from each side are quite different, as you would expect. Good morning, Fizbic. I believe we put points in here. The 6, then we go like 1 there, and then 5 there. I am following a build guide. Last time I played Locke, I did not. I rolled my own, so to speak, and it worked out okay. But for a league start, I think I want to take a build that I know works. How was last Epoch? I am less than an hour in. I got a late start today due to some personal stuff. Real world. Ew. So far, good. I have not run into the new mechanic yet. And I expect that's kind of the big deal. Oh God, stop spitting stuff at me. It's gross. We do have the second one up, huh? I haven't been throwing Blood Curse, but I probably should have that available. Because that's one we're actually going to use. Slows enemies. Increases damage multiplicative. Larger area. Let's go with a little bit of slow. And a little bit more area. Why not both? One of the changes, for instance, Ripped Blood is now not a single target. It's a linear spell. So it will hit multiple mobs at once, which is certainly a nice improvement. But that's the only significant difference I've seen so far. I'm not sure at what point the new league mechanics, the new seasonal mechanic pops up. But it is sort of a time travel mechanic that moves together with the new chapter of the storyline, which is about going back to the age of the dinosaurs. Because dinosaurs are cool. We all like dinosaurs. Not stand in the spinning, rotating bad man. Let this be a lesson to all of you. Not do that. Okay? More armor. Bone Golem. Yeah. I don't see any reason we can't, at least temporarily, bust out the Bone Golem, too. I like to have friends. Friends are nice. And friendly. They've changed the artificial intelligence. That's a bit of an over grand statement about it. For the mobs, for your pets. Oh, that's right. That's it. That's like defensive. Where they're in guard stance. You can change them from guard stance to assassin stance. Assassin stance will make them more aggressive, and it will make them more likely to target the higher level or more difficult enemies, rares and uniques. So that's another example of the... Oh, did I miss them? I did miss them. Of the quality of life improvements. But the sale of 11th Hour to Krafton does mean that they're going to have more resources. Oops. A previous League mechanic has reared its head. There will be an exiled mage in that little prison. We got access to the Bone Golem. Right. We got that. We've got our Bone Golem. Let's see. Dex and Void Resistance. Extra armor and the Void Resistance makes that worthwhile. We will drop that. Let's see. Minion Health Attunement. That's a lot of minion health. But the cast speed and health, I think, are better for me. Let's see. Cast speed, strength, fizz resistant, fire resist. That might be an improvement. 4 spell damage and 3. Increase necrotic. Critical strike slow. It's a slight decrease in damage, but might be an increase overall because of other factors. And let's open the rune prison. Not the best place for me to be fighting him, gotta say. Oh, do not like the rotating iceness of bad. He's killed a couple of my pets. Whoa! It doesn't help that we've got an ad. Ow! Ugh. Well, that's my first death in the league. Congratulations, you've seen it. I can't say I'm surprised, as the exiled mages are tough, and that was a very bad place to fight. I didn't have enough room to move around, or not. Definitely not my fault, though. Okay? I think that's really important for me to point out. Not my fault. Oh, he's back. He's a jerk. But he only killed me once. You know, that isn't actually quite the sort of flex that it kind of sounds like it should be. I don't have any ward yet, but we will want to hold on to that. One death. My first death, and you were there. Definitely, it was an exploit, and the sun got in my eyes, and it was the reflection of the moon and Venus off of swamp gas. Everyone get that? Remember, you're opening the portal. Need to sell stuff.
A terror's blessing. Prayers be with you.
Everything. We probably actually want that. I will check that tell in a sec. We will drop our first item into our stash tab. Dun dun. Obama? Yeah, I can blame Obama for that, sure. Clearly his fault. The normal way to express that is to go, thanks, Obama. I believe we have a boss awaiting us. I am deflated by my death. It makes me sad.
You're here for the Epoch. Reaching me was impressive, but it's mine. Co-member wing.
This would be a case where if I knew how to swap... Why is that not working? If I knew how to swap to aggressive or assassinate mode on the pets, would be helpful. So they weren't occasionally wandering, come running back to me. Out. Almost got him. Almost got him. Got him. No problem. Had him the whole way.
Now get me out of here.
Have they fixed him? Who him? Obama?
Terra, I will wait there. The Epoch
They're trying to
if Raya were to get
fix.
his hands on it. More than that.
As in, make up stuff.
Thinking of
As in putting in the fix.
Terra, I will
Can I get him out of there?
The Epoch, the power, if more than that. Just one, two of them. The third, Lena sent no. The alternative would be to leave one with yes, one cannot use a Terra now, which, speaking of,
Why is he still in there? I don't think he's supposed to be in there. Return to the camp. Increase cold damage. No. That's a lot of cast speed improvement. Yeah, I'm gonna lose a bunch of int, but I think I'm gonna. Oh, let's double check. Okay, 90 is the rip blood number right now. 98. Again, we will sell stuff. What? That vendor keeps changing sides. Kind of hitbox bugged before. I never really noticed.
He's back. He's been quiet since he returned.
And the only thing I noticed there was the ability to swap between assassinate and guard would be useful. Maybe I can find that in game guide. How about minions? Ass. You tell your minions to target the enemy using minion attack command bound to A. Nothing about assassinate, I don't see. Oh, there they are. In assassinate mode, minions have 2 modes. Doesn't say the command. How about in settings? Gameplay. Input keys. Minion attack is A. Does that swap them into assassinate mode? I thought I read that there was a key for it, but I'm not finding it. All right. All right then, we'll make do.
Lena, I'm so sorry to you too.
All right, I'm going into the distant future now.
With the Epoch's power, I'll finally be able to.
Need just a toggle button next to their summon portrait. Well, there is an icon up there. I don't know if it's a button. I'll find out in just about a sec. No, yeah, it's just a UI thing. The shield for guard. Button 1, of course, is heal by default. Button 2 swaps it. All right. Answer discovered. You guided me towards the answer, and I am thankful. There was much rejoicing. Just me and my friends in the distant future, hoping to not die.
How? Where? What just happened? This place is fascinating. Different. Somehow the same.
There we are. Void maggots. Just ooh. You know, I deal with the undead, and void maggots is just ooh, okay? Another level for me. How nice. Another point in Bone Curse. A thorny targe.
Aye. And who are you?
Oh, I didn't talk to him. I'm supposed to talk to him. I will repeat, just one of my few complaints about the game is that the conversation system with NPCs is bad. Especially the vendors. As most of the time, all you want from a vendor is you just want to sell stuff. Don't require me to click through a conversational option when I just want to sell something. Just take me straight to the appropriate sale and purchase window. Oop. Hey, I hit the bad boys. What are they going to do? A ta and some da. I would always like some da with my ta for sure. Because if you're if all you've got is a ta, it's just not cutting it. Ta-da is just simply, it's way better. Alright, so that is 8 spell and less cost. That is 7, but 16%. Okay, the same cast speed. Increased elemental damage and health on kill. I think the one I currently have is slightly better, but not much. You guys stop playing with your food. I can't take them anywhere.
Terra watch over you. Gods.
Last refuge outskirts. Let's go ahead and try my friends on assassinate mode for a bit.
Yes? Gods be with you.
And we'll see if I like them assassinating more than guarding.
Leave me.
Okay, something hit me there, and I wasn't seeing any badness. That's another level. Level 11. More armor. And return faster. Mana cost reduction. Additional critical strike chance. Options, options, options. Okay, I was doing something, and they attacked me. It's just rude. Ooh, we have our loot lizard. Last Epoch's version of a treasure goblin.
Gods be with you.
Let's see, where were we? Plus, we had a point here. We're going to do something with that. We hadn't decided yet. And we picked up a bunch of loot. Let's see if any of it is proverbially fat. Respell. No. No, 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 no. 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 Maybe. Poison and void resistance and 19%. No, the cast speed and health is probably better. Damage over time, eventually. Yes. This, on the other hand, I'm pretty sure is an improvement. Most assuredly. And we'll hold on to this one in case we get an offhand that's worth using. I don't think I could call it fat loot, but, you know. Oh, I've got extra friends. I don't remember having extra friends for this bit before. Ah, missed me. Jumped right over me. Stupid void creatures, I tell you. They're just not very smart. I hope I didn't upset them. After all, the only death so far, not to one of them. Ooh, Nemesis. My first Nemesis. Not familiar with Nemesis sees. It's a dude with, like, objects, and you can choose to keep him locked up or keep locking him up, and the items he carries will get better. So initially, Tome of the Elements, a couple of those. Do we want to empower it? I don't think any of those are particularly good. We'll just challenge him, and we'll fight him, and we'll get the stuff without making it any more powerful. So we get the relic, my first unique, we get the shards, and we get the other 3 items as well. But none of them were particularly good or interesting for this character, so might as well just get on to the next batch of them next time I run into a nemesis and hope for something that's better. Certainly want to kill them and get the vanilla versions. What did I get? I don't even remember what I got out of that. Do I have a temporary minion? Yes, I do. Okay. That's what I got out of it, was the temporary minion. A poniard of glory. Another level for me. 12. I'm powering through them at an almost unbelievable pace. I mean, I believe it, but other than that, yeah, okay, it's not that fast, bro. I think those used to be, you had to lower the bridge. It was a little bit clumsy. If they've made that now so you don't have to lower the bridge parts, that would be an improvement. Not a big deal. But hey, a lot of little deals makes up a big deal. You can quote me on that. Don't know why you want to, but sure, knock yourself out.
What brings you here? Terra's grace be with you.
What else we got here? Let's see. Damage over time. Melee fizz. Chance to blind. Let's see. Elemental damage. Leeched his health. We're not doing any elemental damage. Oh, chance to shock, ignite, chill with elemental skills, which, again, we don't have. Is better. It is better, I think. We will equip that on account of we think it's better. We could be wrong. We could be right. We could be crazy. But we approach the last refuge. My bone golem just did his big attack before the critters landed. Oh, it is the Ziggurat of Ruin. That hurt. An unnecessary amount. Avian helm. I can't use that. I can't use that. That has... Oh dear. I'm pretty sure I want to keep that though. Let me drop some blue stuff. As that will be an extremely good low-level Primalist's helmet, in that it has a sealed affix of minion damage and maximum companions. That's stupidly good. Bone mask. Probably better. The Jade Ring. The Deft Brass Scepter. That Primalist thing with the sealed affix, that's really, really good. Low-level gear. +1 to pets is really good. And the extra companion damage, too. That's a combo platter that would appeal very much to a brand spanking new Primalist. Alright, we'll help keep you alive, dude. And there's the big bad.
Only a little longer. Impressive. Go on. I'll be right behind you.
And into the council chambers. Dun dun. I'm going to AFK for just a sec and fetch myself another caffeinated beverage. And I'm no longer A from K.
Impossible.
I see.
All right, I believe next we put 1 point here in Mania of Mortality, so that we can get over there for necrotic and poison resistances and ward retention.
You, I see you were held up. I have risked every plead. The gods have long left this world, but their memory.
Well, let's face it, the world is kind of a shithole.
What? Go on then. What? Go on then. Bah.
All right, we have our first 2 idle slots open. We can equip only one of the 2, as we have a 2 wide and a 2 high, and they would intersect, so we can't use both. Critical strike chance and fire resist, or chance on bleed and void resist. Void resist makes that one worthwhile, because we're fighting with the void stuffs. So we'll hold on to these 3, and that one, and that, and that, and that, and the rest of it we sew.
Yes. Follow your feet.
All right. So I expect I'll be playing for a little over another hour. Take a break for food, and then be back at it at the usual time. So another hour or so, and then back at the regular time with more of the same. Well, that's what happens when you have them set to aggressive. Or, sorry, assassinate mode. I don't know why they didn't call it aggressive. Seems to me like aggressive would have been perfectly normal. Guard and aggressive as opposed to guard and assassinate, but they went with assassinate. So. Another level, because I'm cool. All right, we now have Spirit Plague. I think Spirit Plague is one we end up using too. Might as well go ahead and swap it in and start figuring out pretty good single target damage. Give it that. If we picked up anything, melee attack speed is not helpful. Leech rate, I don't think I'm leeching. 2 regen isn't bad. I'm going to say it's just better because what I've got is such crap. Lightning damage, dodge, cold resistance. None of those seem to be of any particular utility to yours truly. All about me. What are you shooting at? Why are all you guys off here playing with your food? Oh. All that fighting I didn't... Oh, more wealth. Ah! I am Midas. I am Croesus. I am wealthy beyond words. I'm, well, not. I was going to say I'm Elon Musk, but no, I'm really not. I mean, I'm occasionally a dickweed, but I'm not that magnitude of asshole. Ooh, Nemesis is again, I think. Yes, it is. Keeper's gloves. Not very interesting. Not interesting. Not interesting. Possibly interesting? That's mages. I'm not a mage. Glacier. No, I think we're just going to challenge again until we get something that is possible to drop something that we can actually use. That's not good. Again, we're fighting in a narrow space, and that's really not good. It's really not fucking good. Alright. Poison resist, minion poison resist, chance to summon a swarm of bees and 8 armor. It just does nothing for us. Not sure under what circumstance that gets used by any class, really. Yeah, none of it is useful for me. I am 0 for 2. I have empowered none of them. The Nemesis yet, which is sad, because that's actually a mechanic I really, really liked from the last league. Pick up a couple of potions. That's probably a good idea, as I had to use several on the Nemesis. I tell you that tight spaces on those mobs, murderous. As you saw earlier when I died. I actually got murdered by the murderousness. It's one of the shrines that gives you an attack power. The big spinning, rotating thing does lots and lots of damage. So I was incorrect about the little bridges. They do appear to seem to be still in game and functional. Maybe the ones we crossed earlier were always that way, and I just didn't realize. Maybe my character is just weak, but it seems weaker than I'm used to at the lower levels. Not that that was a complaint by any means. And obviously that's purely anecdotal. And probably not even true. Pannion's study awaits. A book. Damage over time, cast speed, and int. Might have a use for that. Pannion's apprentices. All of them jerks, by the way. Hit the wrong button. That is never a good idea. Nope, there's still one left. Now there isn't. Let's grab all of the monies. Return. And return we will.
Pannion's elder, I fear you must please stop him.
Yep. And now we start the unnatural preservation.
What?
Didn't you promise me a reward? I think these are elemental too. Yeah, elemental damage leached his health. Increase leech rate. Elemental resistance. They are great low tier gloves for, say, ooh, I don't know, a mage. Which I am not. Cast speed, spell damage. That seems pretty good. Anything else? No. We sell it all.
Gods be with you. Stay safe.
Yes.
Not fair, man. 3 uniques, and none of them are any good.
Follow your feet.
2 more points. We are getting close to being able to choose our specialization. Because right now, we're just an acolyte. We don't know nothing about nothing. We don't know diddly about diddly. I didn't click on that, okay? I did not click on that because I wanted to come in here first where there's no mobs. Just grab any goodies. But instead, we're all like conduited up. Oh, Nemesis! Yes, we will empower this one. As he had a hat, which we might want. And so an empowered version of that hat would be better. So you can empower it twice, and then you have to fight him. And he gets more powerful each time. Right now, I'm not feeling especially powerful. Because I've not had noteworthily good RNG so far. He's back. I didn't realize he was one of those. Specific flavor of jerks. Cold damage, cast speed, chill on hit. Killed 2 of my dudes again, man. My Skelly bros are dying pretty frequently. Single target's fine. He's not great. Alright. Oh. Dude's got a lot of purple balls. Okay, everybody's back. Yes, everybody's back. And we're going back in time. Maybe we get our first indication of the new League season mechanic here. Because it is sort of primordial themed. Dinosaurs and that kind of stuff, you know. Maybe not. Let's see if there's anything over here, because I've got these, buffs up. Might as well see if we got goodies. Probably not, but... I got a level. There's nothing left for me to murder, but I have 2 nice shrine effects. So I have cool visuals while I don't actually kill anything. Back to the Ruined Era. New visuals on that. I like those. Better than the old Trippin' Balls video or visuals where it was just this tunnel of flashing lights. We have everybody? We do. All right. Does everyone remember where we parked? No, we've got to go this way. Right first. Yes, there's a thing up there. Ah, that is the lower district. To the upper district. Where are we? We're there. Right.
Where are you going?
Didn't hear him very clearly. I hope they changed the voice work on that. Because it was terrible AI quality voice done by a human, not done by AI. We've got a nemesis. So the same nemesis we beat a little while ago. Beat up all the extra mobs in the area. Fire damage and minion fire damage. Marrow shards. 1 LP on the Kestrel already. That's worth. We're going to go ahead and empower this again and hope to not die. That's not great. My dudes are dead. This is not going well. Kind of makes me wish I had just challenged instead of empowered him again. Because gonna be worse next time. I need health potions. No. Damn it. Again, this enclosed area is fucking with me badly. Really badly. I'm not sure if they jacked up the power. This build is just really weak at this point. One of those two things is true, though. At least one. Could be two. Let's see, what do we got? This way, that way, the other way. I don't know. That must be the first of the rifts, the primal rifts. That's the new league mechanic. Nifty! I get to see that finally. Cool. This pleases me. We'll go this way. No, we should actually go the other way. I have a reason for that. Him. All right, here's the rift. Hey, guys. That is the potential problem when you put them on assassinate mode. I think we go back to guard mode. All right, we'll get to that in a sec after we put our fifth and final point in there. All right, our first trip to the ancient era. The new league mechanic. Let's try not to die. It's so green.
Another beast from the rift. No, I'll take the lack of fangs aimed at my throat.
Scarven Bloodhorn. I'll take the lack of fangs aimed at my throat as a sign that you're not the beast that made this rift. I don't have rift beasts parts to trade, but we could at least look. We'll get ancient bones, and that will allow us to get primordial items. You can use only one primordial item. There are two kinds. There's these kind, which is a unique, but you can also, I believe, elevate a single affix on an exalted item up to tier 8, and that will make it primordial. But you can only have one primordial item, period, on a character. Let's talk to him again.
Take the lack of fang.
And who are you?
Scarven Bloodhorn. Though I'm usually. What if I told you of a predator that tears rifts in reality to? It's only a matter of time before the cave ahead is where I've tracked a rift beast by crafting with parts from the rift. Come, traveler. The rift beast will not wait in her lair for long. Terra protector.
All right, we're going into the lair after the beast. And we have some ancient bones. And both things hit pretty freaking hard already. And I haven't done a goddamn thing. More ancient bones. Okay, they offed my golem, which is possibly not great. That's not a bad base, actually. Also, they did kill one of my friends. Two of my friends, actually. They also killed the freaking golem. These things are tough. More ancient bones. Got a bone to pick with you. Okay, so we get lots of ancient bones just by murdering the stuff that we're supposed to murder anyway. Ow, ow, ow. They killed him again. My bone golem is getting pretty boned. Boss mob, maybe? Yeah, looks like it. Or the eggs. If you have laid a trap. I'm assuming that's the hunter who laid that, but it might be the critter. Lots of ancient bones. And the eggs. It'll take a sec to come over here. Start doing necrotic damage with it instead. Alright, so here's where we get to evolve the beast. Guaranteed loot. Drops a rare melee weapon. Drops rare boots. Drops glyphs. How about rare boots? That's not like... Oh, well, we can talk to him. I have Rift Beast parts. How many do I have? I have 313. Not enough for the 19,500 to get high-level stuff anyway. Rune of Evolution. That's the one that evolves an exalted item into a primordial item, upgrading a random tier 7 affix to tier 8, and also sealing it, allowing you now to get up to 6 affixes on an item. A sealed tier 8, another sealed, and then 4 regular. Has he got anything else to tell me? Guide their evolution with the parts.
We must be careful every time we further their but enough of gloom and caution.
Oh, we have succeeded with our first mysterious. Yeah, I'm just checking to make sure like there's not a box with some loot in it. Off we go. We're going to need to come back here. I swear I didn't click on it. I guess maybe they've changed it now. You only have to get close to him. But I swear I didn't click on it. But I want to get to that. Oh, okay, we can get there relatively easy. We will go through this then. We can always get back to the other thing we missed because it is close to a waypoint. Yeah, huh? These guys are sadly doomed. The rip seems to be doing a lot more damage now that I converted it to necrotic. Let's resummon him because he's looking a bit peaked. Alright, this is about crafting, which we already know how to do.
Take care of yourself.
We have another loot lizard. Where'd it go? Alright, that's that. Gilgamesh the Corrupt. Hey, we don't know him. That's really kind of rude. Oops. Holy shit! He one-shotted me. A literal one-shot. I had taken no damage. Whoops, and he's back. I'm guessing my life total must be exceptionally low? So that's 2 deaths so far. He did 318 damage. Okay, that's 2 deaths. More life in my gear might be a good idea. Just an idea, you know, that I had. And he didn't kill me by much, but on the other hand, one-shotted is not fun.
That is too much.
Oh my god, really? Seriously? Could you bleep right off? Oh, we're going back in time again. What the hell? Jesus Christ, that thing came in like a bad thing. Let's just stick with that. Bad things stop having more health as thereafter. That would be pleasant. I'm going to do a quick travel back to town, sell stuff, and come back, and we're going back in time again.
Greetings.
Do you know about time rifts? We don't want to spend any more points here because we're saving them up. Those are all pointless to me. 2-inch regen and poison resist. That's probably slightly better. Void resist. Void resist is probably pretty good right now. Actually, that much increased spell damage is a keeper. Alright, the rest of these we sell.
Yes.
I kind of want to keep that one. I don't want to craft onto it because it actually seems like it might be pretty good as a base. Alright, that's fine. Back to the armory we go. And now we're going back in time. The one that killed me is, holy crap, is a champion boss. That's not new to this league. They came in previously. I think the last league. And I think they're just random spawns. Wait. What happened to the... What happened to the fucking time portal? Oh my god, it reset when I left the map. Oh, that's just the shits. That's annoying. I don't care for that. And, I mean, he didn't kill me by much, but then it doesn't really matter if he doesn't kill you by much. Dead is just kind of dead.
Stay back.
Elder Panion, I would like to be able to get through that, thank you. Alright, this is his rotating flame balls. Well, flame. Not really balls. Whoop! Don't want to... No! Don't want to be in that. Here they come again of the fire. Whoop. Don't stand there, Lens. That would be a poor career choice.
Seems he failed to handle the void.
All right, the shard. We'll pick up the shard. And we're off to the end of time. Because time is on our side. Yes, it is.
What is this place?
You seem a little This is what is... Don't act... Most... He might be kind enough to show you how to stay safe.
All right, we can certainly place that. A little bit of lightning resistance, not much of a help, but not much is more than none. 2 health regen per second, or a little bit of strength and lightning resist with mana. Yeah, I guess. Why not? Sure.
These items might be your best bet.
And how much, if I wanted to gamble, say for one of these, is that going to set me back? 1,200 out of my almost 12,000. I'm going to say that's got... Because that's got spell void damage. Increased damage over time, spell cost. I'm going to buy one of those. I'm going to buy this one.
Maybe it'll help you along the way.
Only blue. Cast speed, so it's not bad. And the offhand. Can afford that too. Yep. Oh my god. What the hell was that? Oh, I dropped it. Why did that not actually get fucking moved into the slot where I moved it to? So that's doing 165, and that is doing 120. Big damage increase, so we'll take that. But come on, man. The Ritual Stone comes out with regular,
Want to try your luck?
white quality garbage. Oh, actually,
Feeling
sell that.
lucky?
Glyph of Hope. No, no. Rune of Shattering. No. Discovery adds random tier 1 affixes to all empty slots. Yes, we will use that, as this will take it from white tier to yellow tier. We got a couple of resists, crit strike, multi, and spell damage. I will take that. Do we want to fill this in too? Yeah, I think so. Runes of Discovery are pretty frequent. Chance to blind and crit strike multi. We're not doing much in the way of crit multis or crits, so crit multi, not a big deal. But nice addition for sure on the offhand, as that took us up to theoretically 173. Spell damage, 2 resists. Yep, take that for sure.
You've woken up. I see you. Your count.
Okay, we are a warlock. 4% more damage per curse on the target. Fire and necrotic resistance. And chthonic fissure. Okay, what do we lose for the chthonic fissure? Skellies, I think. We're going to move the big boy over there. Put chthonic fissure there. All right.
I see your. We will meet again.
We have points to spend in Warlock. I will want to check really quick to see where we want those to go. Five in Soul Stealer. Increased mana regen, and you gain a chance per curse to gain mana on hit. We're back to the council chambers. Oh, look! It's the spam bot! Gosh, I missed him so much. /ban. And he's banned. I just feel so bad about banning bots, you know? They have feelings too. No, they don't, actually. Never mind. I'm good. Yep, fine with that.
Gods be with you. Stay safe.
Why? I see. Eve by you. Thank you. There is an old passage to the surface.
Did we miss a quest? That one. Artem's Stash. Gambler's Fallacy Amulet. Back to the council chambers. Your skills gain 100% critical strike chance if you've not dealt a critical strike recently. Excludes channel skills. 50% less critical strike chance if you've dealt a critical recently. 10% health gain. Well, let's go ahead and equip that and hold on to this for a while, and we'll see if we like it.
Yes.
Go ahead and sell that. Drop that back. in at a box. And I think I'm going to call it here. There's a convenient place for me to break. I'm going to take a dinner break, stretch out, relax for an hour and 17 minutes. And I'll be back at my usual time of 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. Nice seeing you back, Fizbic, Knox. Thank you, guys. Back in about an hour and a half or so with more Last Epoch. My plans are at least to play a few days of Last Epoch, maybe do a stream where I'm going to try out the elite specs in Guild Wars 2 that are available for beta testing. Bad timing in that those dropped yesterday and the servers were broken because of some bugs. So I didn't get a chance to actually play any of the new specs before we get them in October, late October. And then I guess in a week or so, we get the next season, the first real League season of PoE 2, which has been described as the league where we fix the game. Later to you too, Fizbic. So we'll see when PoE 2 drops if they fix the game. From what I've seen from the changes, they have kind of abandoned a lot of the pillars of the game that were sucking, trying to increase the power of the players, giving them more options for good builds, pulling back on the break and allowing the players to play a little faster and have more fun, and hopefully leaving behind this "we want an ARPG that plays like Dark Souls" bullshit. We don't want that from our ARPGs. And if we do, there's a really cool looking one called No Rest for the Wicked, which is one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen. And I would totally buy it and play it, except it's kind of a Souls-like ARPG, and I'm just not built for Souls-likes. I don't have the frustration tolerance. I actually have a lot of ward now. That'll help. That one shot that killed me wouldn't kill me now, as I'm sitting on 125 ward. I'm back in about an hour and a half. No, about an hour and 15 minutes. Thank you guys again for hanging out. Hopefully you'll see me soon. If not tonight, tomorrow, the next day, sometime in the indeterminate future. Again, thanks for hanging out. Take care. I hope the rest of your day goes awesome. And ciao for now. Back in a bit. Bye, guys.